So today I'm going to start talking about my hyacinths, and I'm going to do this about each and every plant that I have going on throughout my garden, and I'm going to do it about once they start fully blooming, and I'll give a rundown of each different type of plant and how they all work. So these are the hyacinths, and you can tell that there's a bulb underneath all the way, and this is the flower spike, and the flower spike is what comes out of the bulb. And a lot of people grow these indoors, but these ones I've been growing outdoors for, this is the second year I did it. I planted them maybe like January, December. They were like Christmas plants that someone had, and they were just gonna throw them out. So I asked to take them, and I took them and planted them in front of my house. Those are the ones that are gonna be next to the rose plant when the rose plant comes in. But they're very, very simple and easy to grow. A lot of people do it. There's little cost to them, like very little effort. They can grow in just about any type of soil you put them in, and all that they really need is just a little bit of water and some sunlight. They can take really cold temperatures, and they sprout really early. Now these ones this year started sprouting around like March 15th, so this is maybe about 2-3 weeks after they started sprouting from the ground. And I didn't cover them in the winter. I did cover like the rose plants and my other plants, but these ones I just kind of left alone. And last year I didn't deadhead them because I wanted to grow more, because I kind of want to use them to fill in the gaps around the different areas. And they're good, really good like springtime plant that comes up really early. So they'll be sprouting like probably one of the first plants. So last year I did these, and I didn't really do too much with them. I just kind of let them be, and they started flowering, and I think that's how I ended up with seeds all the way over by where the dandelions are on the other side of the house. And I feel like a squirrel or like a bird or something came along and picked up some seeds and dropped it over there. And so these are gonna last about a month like this, like maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks. And then the plants, the flowers are gonna start like wilting, and the spike's gonna like lean over. And at that point you could deadhead them. And once you deadhead them, you're gonna cut like right below here and take the flowers off. And once they start doing it, I'll show you guys how to do that. And then this year I think I'm gonna just dig up the bulbs and leave them dormant, and then like in the winter time I'm gonna treat them like tulips, and I'll plant them for the next season. They're really easy. They're very low cost. A lot of people love them. They're very, very fragrant. Like as soon as I come home or leave in the morning, that's all I can smell is these like hyacinths as soon as I walk in and out the door. They're very, very easy. And let's see, what else can I think of? Yeah, once the plants start dying down, these leaves right here are gonna get big and like shoot out. Last year, these got really, really long, probably like maybe a foot or two long, and almost like overwhelmed this whole thing with like these leaves. And that was okay. And then they started browning out, and then they go back in like a normal bulb flower does. So yeah, that's about the hyacinths. I almost always call them hydrangeas, because it's so close together, but they're hyacinths. And they come in different colors. They come in like blues, pinks, reds, and stuff like that. They don't really need much effort, like I said, just some water every now and then, and some sunlight. Oh, I have them in the east, in the front of my house. So the sun will rise and give them the morning sun. They don't mind cold temperatures, so it's gonna get colder throughout the week. And they were saying that it might like flurry a little bit later on in the week, and I'm not too worried about it. They don't like warm temperatures, so in the early summer they'll go dormant, and you plant them probably, the bulbs probably in like November, and then they'll start coming up. Like they'll be one of the first plants that start coming up like right after winter. Like I would say right after the last frost, like February or so. These ones started coming up like halfway through February because we had a really warm winter. And last year it was probably about the end of March they came up, and they were fully bloomed by like April 10th. So it took about 2 weeks to fully bloom last year. And then they lasted from April 10th to May 9th, so about a month of being like bloom like this. And yeah, so last year I just let them be. They must have seeded, and that's what I was kind of hoping for, because now I got new sprouts like right here and another one right here that they're probably like really small bulbs, and once I dig them up and I'll replant them somewhere else. And they're really good for like the bees, like first thing in the springtime when they're looking for something and there's nothing else around. So these are really good to have around. I really like them. They're very good looking flowers, and they'll be the first ones to come up. And then I have them like combined with, I have them combined with my daffodils, so these will flower, and then the daffodils are about to start flowering too next, and then following the daffodils flowering, the tulips will come up. So throughout the summer or throughout the year, I like to have different flowers sprouting at different times. So throughout the whole summer, I'm always going to have something flowering, and which goes good over here, because with these ones I have right next to the rose. And once the rose start budding and showing stuff, these will be on their way out. So yeah, check out the roses. They're starting to get their little flowers. They'll start budding in a little bit, probably in about another month or so. Yeah, the hyacinths, I just kind of let them be, let them do their own thing. I'll give them a little bit of fertilizer and stuff, and I'll go through that process once I start like doing a fertilizer video and a compost video. And yeah, that's about it. They're pretty good flowers. Thanks for watching.